interrupting something. Nigel, over to you.
OK. Let me start by saying this is rather difficult because a Viennese waltz is normally a straight 3/4. This is got a lot of rhythms in it, lends itself to paso doble much better for me than a Viennese waltz. So you're putting an extra style on top of a style that you should be doing, which is very difficult for you. And you're putting a Spanish style on top of an Austrian waltz. So I can understand why you're trying to put so much character into it, Dominic. But I think this is the first time that I've been really disappointed with you, because you have to realise that when you over-egg the pudding, when you do too much characterisation, it becomes a caricature. And you've got to be careful, because if that takes over, it starts to look comedic. And at one point at the back there, it started to look a bit like Groucho Marx turning into Mr. Bean, jumping down. It didn't work for me at all on any level with you tonight. I'm sorry. And because of that, I couldn't really judge it from your point of view, Jaimie, because I was too busy watching Dominic being hammy, to be frank.
It's okay. It's okay. Oh, it's okay.
OK, Mary.
It was way, way over the top. In the beginning, it was almost cartoonish in the way that things were happening, and so it wasn't believable, Dominic. And trust me, you know I'm one of your biggest fans, and it just killed me to see you overplaying that part. You know, the technique was not very good. You know, it wasn't into the floor at all. There was a time where you did she was laying down into a back bend, and your foot and your toe was way up into the air. The footwork was not correct all the time. There's just no chemistry right now between the two of you, and I think it might be just because of what Nigel said. You know, it was just too over the top, and so we couldn't believe the chemistry between the two of you. Sorry.
Well, first of all, you have to stop apologizing to Jaimie, because you have been amazing. Amazing, amazing. So you have one bad week. This isn't your best, okay? So let's just accept it and move on. And okay, but I'm going to critique it, so here it goes. The carriage, the technique, and the lines were atrocious. And when you jeté off the stage, I wanted to jeté off this panel for a second, because it was one of those moments that I was like, oh God, it was that, okay? And that is where training comes in. That is where the technique comes in, and sometimes you can't fake it. And so it's kind of this piece is really kind of, again, it's like the camera thing, it's exposing. Jaimie, I think you did beautiful. Your lines are beautiful. You have to be careful with your mouth, because you open it a lot, like you're catching flies sometimes. So you have to be careful with that. And it's sexy, but after a while, it becomes too much. So the two of you have a lot of work to do. So there you have it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Sometimes it's just where you have to find the balance. You can do it again, though. Sometimes you have to go too far to then pull it back. So let's hear it for them. Jaimie and Dominic, everybody.